I want to be the best version of myself. Looking at him. I ain't never did that. Jason Tatum.
We got beef, bruh.
I ain't never did that. I'm just saying Kobe really made me think that I could fly. Yeah. For real.
Respect.
And me playing basketball, being so competitive, it was just to take his mentality and put it in myself. I'm like, man, I really got a connection with this dude. I really feel like I can't lose.
So we live. It's 12 p.m., y'all. It's me and my boy Fonzo. I got your attention, right? Let's have a conversation. For real.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Out in the Open. Appreciate you guys for keeping with us and being with us to this revamp year. We got a lot of exciting things coming. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm going to give you a hint. We getting our first spot. That's it.
That's all you gonna tell him?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a big moment though.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
Like our next interviewee, like, is gonna hit different.
Yeah, facts.
But I mean, look at how far we came though.
Yeah.
Like your apartment outside in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
Like we've been through it as a podcast, as a network. We really been in the trenches, I would say.
Facts.
And like we never lost sight of the main goal.
Yeah.
And it's providing like a place for audience to even enjoy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this next step.
Yeah.
Like it's major, like for us, for real.
Facts.
For real.
So I'm hey, introduce the guests,
Oh man.
Yeah.
I actually gotta tell y'all a crazy story, and then I'm gonna let you talk about who you are. Cause a lot of people kind of had that misconception as far as Cocky Kind, right? People always get that confused with Dell, and I feel like those are two different people, but it's in one body, you know? So I remember the first time I seen you, and it was at TKC, like the first time, and you had a burgundy fitted suit on. Like, who is this guy? Like, the synergy, the energy that he brings, you can kind of feel it. You can kind of feel it. So I want to ask you, as an opening question, who is Dell? Who is Dell?
Who is Dell? Oh, man. So many things. A father, a son, a brother, a friend to many, a big brother to a community, a father figure to so many, to the fatherless, a believer in Christ,
Amen.
a hustler, entrepreneur, an advocate for the unheard. So many, bro. We need so much time. The list goes on, and I'm still building. So yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. So you grew up in Winter Garden, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's the upbringing? Like? Were you in a 2-family household, mom and dad? Like, what was the lifestyle?
Most definitely. Majority of my life, mom and dad were together. I grew up. That's how I grew up. They split up when I was like young, and then they got back together. So I never missed that mother and dad. I knew what that was like. So it was cool for me growing up. A lot of my friends, they either had like mom or dad. So my dad was like the dad for the whole clique. If you were missing a dad, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, raised in the hood, but we lived good though. We was like spoiled, but we still in the hood. So it's a lot of things that my friends went through that I didn't see, but overall we went through pretty much the same thing growing up in the hood. I moved away from the hood when I was like 15. We moved to Claremont. So my dad wanted me to like live in a better situation. He seen that it could probably like take a hold. It takes a hold of you when you're living in the hood. So he moved us away from that, but by then I was already too attached to my neighborhood. So I went back.
On your own terms this time?
For sure.
And you said that your dad was your biggest inspiration. What do you mean by that? Like,
just cut and dry. That's what it was. That was my hero. He was like LeBron James to the kids. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen a weak moment. He always had the answers to everything. So I never had a time to where I felt like I didn't have nobody to run to. The only time I ever saw him weak is when he died. So that was my boy.
Yeah, we want to say our condolences
For sure.
for your dad, because I
for
know
sure.
he was very his heart for the community was
Yeah.
reflecting on you. Like
For sure.
you picked up on that. You picked up where he left off. And
sure.
how did you grieve in that way? Like, was that like your closest grieving process as far as loved one for you?
That was probably the most difficult, but my way of grieving was to pour back into people who needed that type of love. You know, I didn't really have a chance to like. I didn't take grieving like anybody would take grieving, like cry and shut down, and I didn't do that. I instantly started doing things that made me feel good, that would make him happy. So I try to do things that I can like picture him smiling.
Yeah.
And that was my grievance. So I just turned the energy into good, because when stuff like that happens, you either got a choice, like you can crash or you can take it in stride. So I chose to take it in stride. Like, I'm gonna just start doing stuff that I know he would be proud of me of, because I never really felt like I had a chance to show him who I really could be.
Yeah.
When he passed, I was rapping, I was doing things that I'm not doing now. So when I started, like, I lost the love for the clubs, the rapping, just everything that wasn't meaningful to me. I lost love for it like immediately.
Yeah.
And then I got heavy into the community. Me and Jock, that me and him just got real tight. So I just started doing things, and I'm like, man, my dad would be proud of me. So I started like feeling good, like a paycheck. Like anytime I do something good, I feel good. Like I know he proud of me. Yeah. And then that was it, bro. I never had a night where I cried. I still haven't cried, because I'm like he done gave me so much over the years. He done instilled so much over the years. Why would I cry?
And I remember as we was doing our research, I remember you saying he would tell you about the life that you in now. Like, son, you need to go this way. Like, this is the direction you should be going. And the fact that you walking in it, does it give you like a sense of, dang, he was like right all along? Like,
For sure. It's hard to see it though. You rebel. Like when you have mom and dad, the cats that don't grow up in the streets is the cats that want the street life, because they don't know what it's like.
facts.
So if you born in the streets, you trying to escape it.
Yeah.
But if you don't know what it like, it looked like a video game. It just looks so fun. Like you see everything that you think you want a piece of. And that was my story. Like, I wasn't raised in the streets. I can't give you a story of from rags to riches, and no, I had it made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that I went through on a bad note, it was because I was a knucklehead. So that's what I did. I started hanging with wrong crowds, and I had college scholarships. I had 2 scholarships. I said, forget college. I went home. I wanted to hang with the dope boys. I wanted everything that you can imagine. I just like yearned for it. And then when I got stuck in it, I ain't want it no more. So, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Talk about the transition though, like, because that's one of the things, like, just documenting and researching your story. I seen like, the transition was kind of hard, and it's really not. It's hard because you was so used to that life of promoting, getting money the way you was doing it, but that transition from that to the other side of where you at right now, like, talk about that.
I don't think it was ever hard, because I was always rooted in God.
Yeah.
So it wasn't hard as like people may think it was for me to just. The hardest part was, it was kind of like, would people love me the same?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting, I'm known for this, and I'm loved so much in this.
Yeah.
So if I say I don't want this no more, like, will you love me the same? You know what I'm saying? That was probably my hardest thing. Like, dang, like, I'm gonna have to.
What about like financially though? Like,
Nah, financially, God is good, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's good. I never put all my eggs in one basket. So, financially, I really like solely when I got introduced to faith, like what faith really means, because I gave up something that I knew would take care of my family, and then I just really like just stepped out on faith for real, and was like, man, just do your will, like whatever it is. I'm not created to struggle.
Yeah.
You ain't make me to struggle. So I know if you want me to draw these people, you got to take care of me. If I'm no good, then I can't get to these people.
Yeah.
So you'll take care of me.
Yeah.
I remember I remember when you was talking about like how you had like a calendar of events. And I'm talking about like 5, 10 K like ready, and it was between stepping into that world or stepping into a whole different world. And like you said, you're already rooted in God, right? And it kind of reminds me of like the story of Peter. Like he had to walk by faith into the ocean, and the water's crazy. It's choppy, and the fact that you were able to kind of see that God has already seen you through the worst. Like, talk about that lifestyle as far as being a promoter. Because when I was watching your interviews, I always wanted to see like what is like the expectancy of a promoter. Like, what's the end goal for a promoter? Like, what are their retirement plan? What does that look like?
Well, for us, my life was crazy, bro. I didn't live a promoter lifestyle. You know, I lived like a rapper lifestyle. For me, it was like whatever I wanted, it was at my feet. So I moved like totally different from like an average promoter that you would see. I moved with entourage, security, like however you could think that a rapper would move. That's how I moved from the good to the bad. So for me, I didn't look 10 years down the line. I was trying to survive the weekend.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I looked at every time I left my house, like I felt like towards the end that it was like a blessing for me to make it back. You know, as a promoter, you got to look at it. Those are that's the easiest targets. A promoter who's reckless, you know what I'm saying? You get out, you gonna hang out, girls around, liquor involved. You know, it depends on how you living. You might not go home. You might get a hotel.
Yeah.
You get with the wrong girl. She set you up. You don't never know. You know what I'm saying? I've been followed home. I've been followed home more times than I can count. Just me being smart, just knowing how to wiggle through the cracks. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you see is like, it's a whole backstory behind it that promoters really like. They like being on the line. You really don't know. Promoters done got killed in the city. You do your homework, you'll know that.
Yeah.
So it really was the grace of God that it really like walked with me through all the years. I did like almost 13 years in it. And I was legit. I started at like 2022. Feel what I'm saying? So I didn't have an end goal. I just like, man, I'm just finna make as much money as I want to make. You know, my money get low, I throw another party, I get back up. That was just my lifestyle, like cars, jewelry, whatever I wanted to buy. Like that was just my lifestyle. So I didn't have an end goal. I never had an end goal when it came to promoter because I felt like I was gonna do it forever.
Wow. I know you talked about your influence as far as the people that you looked up to, and Nick's was one of them, right? So I know you mentioned about like the lifestyle that he had and still has, and what you wanted. Did that cause you to really realize like working like a regular job is not for you because of that, or was it more so like, dang, I'm going to his house and I see this like the visual component? Because like in the back end, like how you was telling us, like the promoter lifestyle is kind of dangerous. Like you always got to look behind your shoulder and make sure like everything is cool. Did you kind of like just see it for the glitz and glamour of it, or was it more so like, you know what, they making a consistent cash flow?
I never really knew. I just knew jobs. My mind frame was I wasn't gonna work because I was a basketball player, and I never really had a plan B. So how I was raised, it was like, you gonna do this. You're a basketball player. Let's go far. Let's get a scholarship. Let's go to the league.
Yeah.
Let's do all of that. So, and one thing that when I coach and I tell my kids, we're gonna mandatory. You gonna have a plan B and a C. You gonna have all that because once this don't work, that forces you to crash.
Yeah.
Because it's like a letdown. You have a whole community rooting for you, and then you don't make it for whatever reason. It forces you to get into things that you would normally get into. So when basketball didn't work, promoting came like right on time because I started to get in a little trouble around that time. Basketball wasn't working, and promoting came like right on time. It really saved my life. Promoting came like right then. So me and Nick's, his son was real close. So I used to just go to bro crib and just see, like I was just infatuated with what I saw.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was an avenue for me to be like I could really see myself doing this. And I knew a lot of people. I love to party. So like, why not get paid for it?
It just made sense. It lined up for you.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
So removing yourself from it, was it because of your family? Because of it got old? Was it the lifestyle of looking back? Like, what really kind of like drove you to the sense of, nah, like, I'm done with it?
And God work at his own pace, bro. You know, I just never. I prayed for the signs, and then when he revealed them, I didn't ignore them.
That was big.
Discernment, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I asked for it. I remember my prayers asking to just give me another lane because I want to be here for my kids. And I was never a behind the scenes promoter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm in the club, you're gonna know I'm in the club. It was never like, you got a lot of promoters that you'll never see them, but they make good income because that's their lane. Like they behind the scenes. That was never me. And it's nothing that I yearn for. Like I wasn't trying to be in the spotlight. That's just what came with it. So I didn't feel like I was gonna make it too much longer if I would have stayed in it, because it was just too much. It was too much. I've been through a lot, and I lost a lot of peers around me. So when you go through stuff like that, it's like how do I want you to remember me? And I always said that, like, when you write out my obituary, I don't want you to just say I was throwing parties.
It was big.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not even content with, like, I'm cool. We know it's the next step. We know the transition here or far. We know that. But I want my obituary to be long, bro. I want you to be able to say I impacted this community and I helped this kid, and you got honored for this and you got honored for that. I don't want it just to stop at parties.
Yeah.
So you seen a bigger picture.
Way bigger. He showed it to me. He let me know. It's just the only thing he hadn't showed me is a timeline.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that.
Would you have been scared if he told you, like for example, if Lil Wayne, right, he comes to Orlando next year, and that's like one of your big tickets, and God said, cancel that. Would you have just dropped it right then and there if you knew like God gave you that date, or you would have felt like, nah, I got Wayne on my calendar? Do you feel like you would just let it go?
Then I would have took it. Now, nah. I remember I had me and my dad, like a month before he passed, I was supposed to go to Gainesville to see him. And I had a party coming up. It's my biggest party of the year. Every year, Singing for the Night. Everybody know, like, Singing for the Night come around. It's going to be crazy. So the party's in March. This is February. And I'm talking to my dad, like, man, I want to come, but I got Singing for the Night on the way. Man, he know how much this means to me. So he's like, man, don't even trip. Like, go get your money. That's the biggest regret I have to this day, because he died like a little after that. But I'm like, dang, I could have just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that resonate with you. Like,
Yeah, it's stuck
Yeah.
there. So I'm like, dang. So now, if I knew then what I know now, it ain't nothing you can throw at me, because I'm not tripping about money. I feel like whatever's meant for me, if it's meant for me to be a millionaire, it's gonna come. I ain't chasing money. Money chasing me. I ain't even tripping. You feel me? And I ain't saying I'm not rich, but I'm like my inner, I'm rich.
Yeah.
I'm super rich on the inside. So I'm not even tripping about the bread. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the bread gonna come.
Yeah.
So that's my vote, my goal, my vision. When I was tripping about the money, I couldn't find it. It was running from me. But now it's like I'm so like in tune on the inside. It's a lot. I know he got me, so I don't trip about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if it's meant for me to have it, it's gonna be mine.
Was it fun? Like, was the party worth it?
I have no regrets.
Before, like, even him, before he even passed, did you feel like when you went there, like, dang, like, this is lame? Like, has that ever happened where you're like, dang, like, I put all this in there and it's lame? Like, the outcome of my joy or my family or just my peace of mind is like, dang, like, it's lame. Like, I did all this and it still don't give me that peace.
I don't have no regrets. We the kind of impact we made on this town, it'll be talked about forever.
Yeah.
With just like the fun that we had, just the atmosphere. You gotta understand, bro. We young, bro. Man, before us, you had to have money to be a promoter.
Yeah.
You had to book an artist. You had to, like, we didn't have that. We young, we coming in. All we got is a name and a basketball. That's it. We got a following. That's it. We got a crazy following. And we start putting ourselves on flyers. taking
Different.
bro. Nobody wasn't doing that.
Yeah, that's different.
So we like, man, we can't book no artists. We ain't got no money. Like we gonna book ourselves. So everybody that we had connects with, they'll come out and support us, and we'll have fun for 12, 13 summers, bro. Every night. I probably, out of 12, 13 summers, I probably missed like 7 weekends. I was outside 3 nights a week, every week. You know, how can I regret that?
Yeah.
Nah, I had a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
But he brought me through that for a reason, because I was able to see. The only thing about being popular is you see a lot of people die.
Mm.
Yeah. You see more.
You know? Oh man.
Yeah.
I probably can. I cannot name how many people I done seen transition. I can't, and it affects you because you become like numb to it. Like, dang, such and such passed. Dang, he was good people, man. Dang, I'm gonna miss, bro. Boom. Tomorrow it's all right. Back to the business. You know, versus a normal person lose 1 or 2 people.
Devastating.
They through. Like with me, I could coach you through a death because I done seen it so many times. You know what I'm saying? So that's what pulled me closer to God too. Like, I understand why I'm here. You feel me? And I understand, like, you're not finna be here forever. And the people that I done seen transition, they never had the opportunity to fulfill their purpose. So I learned throughout every transition, like, okay, if I got a homie that done passed, he had a lot of potential, but he ain't really get ready to. He ain't get a chance to stretch it. So I'ma stretch mine.
Yeah.
So when I leave here, y'all gonna be like, Dale did his thing. Like, yeah, I remember, bro. All that.
For sure.
And one thing also you said that when God was calling you, listen, and you know, reading your story, it kind of seemed like God was talking to other people around you too.
For sure.
Like there's one thing you said that the club, the owner that you used to work with,
John.
yeah, he said that I feel like I'm in your way.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Like, damn, like when I heard that, I was like, what do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that was my boy, man.
Yeah.
But that's still my boy. Me and John,
Yeah.
we tap in all the time. But John had my back through the worst times. You know, I done been through a lot of stuff in the clubs, you know, industry, to where, like, a lot of things we won't talk about, and a lot of things that you won't hear another promoter go through. And he done been there with me.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm with you through it all. So when it came to an end, man, he's so smart. He knew it was coming before it even. You know what I'm saying? He know. He'd been doing this forever, so he could tell when you in it and when you not. You know, I went from standing on couches to standing in the back watching my clock. Like, I'm ready to go.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when you see that, you could watch. It's like you watching your son. You know, and that he like a father figure to me. So he stuck in there with me, but he let me know too, man. You way greater than just being a promoter, bro. Like, go figure it out. So I was cool with that.
Good.
you think that was like that one thing that was missing? That like that like writing on the wall, like, yeah, I'm done with this. Like,
It was the push for me,
Yeah.
because if we don't have that talk, I'm not in the church, and I'm not doing nothing else that I'm doing besides doing my club thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. So for me to stop, it's not like I was like leaving this club to go to another club. Like, I just like cold turkey. Like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I did this before my birthday party. I ain't even throw my own birthday party. It's the first birthday that I haven't had a party in 13 years.
10 years, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah.
So
So when you talked about as far as how people would look at you in this like new way, I would say, how did that kind of come about as far as conversation? Did you feel like you had to tell people like, yo, I stepped out, like I'm not in that scene no more? Or is it based off of how you move? Like they don't see you no more on those Saturday nights, those Friday nights? Like what was it a conversation, or it was just like, yo, this is what it is?
it was half and half, because like majority of the people was already expecting more out of me. So when it did happen, they was kind of like, man, I knew you weren't gonna be doing that long. Like, I see you in a whole nother world. And then like, the other half that really didn't know me, like, dang, like they're done. But then I owed it to everybody to let them know, not only am I ending this, I'm beginning this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just, if you trust me like you've been trusting me with these events, trust the walk that I'm walking on this side, and not only look at it, get involved.
Yeah.
Like, see, because we don't got to change up. The number one thing I always tell anybody, bro, you don't got to change up. Like, if you change up, you try to get yourself all together before you walk in there, then he ain't even got no involvement in your life. Like,
Yeah.
come raggedy, bro. Just come however you need to come.
Exactly.
Because when you leave, bro, it's gonna be like a whole nother vibe.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that people are afraid to connect with. Because everybody wanna believe in God. Like, everybody wanna say, I love God. First tattoo you get when you a jit is a picture of a man that probably ain't even.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So all of us want to be connected to him, but we're scared of how other people gonna look at us.
Yeah.
So me, I'm like, I always like to be first.
Yeah.
I like to be different. You know, if you say I can't wear that, I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be the first one to show to you folks it's cool to love God, and I'm gonna do it openly. I'm not gonna do it in the dark before I go to bed, pray, get up in the morning. Nah, I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna show, but I'm still gonna be myself though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change. So if you see me sin on any given day, you hear me slip and say a cuss word, just know he's still working on me.
Yeah, for sure.
You just keeping it real.
Yeah.
But every day I'm gonna get 1% better. You gonna notice something new about me every day.
Yeah.
So if you see me out here and you see me toasting whatever, next week you probably ain't gonna see that no more. I might have a glass of wine at the crib with wifey, but I ain't out drinking
Yeah.
hen dog with you. I ain't doing that. So I like to challenge myself. I like to work on me because I know I'll never be perfect, but I'm gonna get an inch closer to the end, you know. So I just like to show people, like, bro, you could be yourself. All you gotta do is just submit. Just like let them know I need you, and then after that, bro, you straight. But now you gotta be aware of everything that you're doing and how you moving. They gonna be self conviction. You go out there and you know you don't supposed to be doing it, gonna beat your brain.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me? It's gonna beat your brain. You already know, bro. You get married, you know you trying to live a faithful lifestyle. You already know, bro. You can't be out here moving and grooving like that no more. It's gonna be self conviction. Ain't nobody gonna be holding you accountable. Ain't nobody gonna be watching you. But it's gonna be you like, I know I'm supposed to be. That's the first step to knowing you changing.
Yeah.
It's the self conviction. So that's it, bro.
That was the beginning, though. That was the beginning of that new lifestyle. Because, you know, a lot of time, it really don't be all sunshine and rose when God give you the alignment.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was because I ain't know what I could do and what I couldn't do.
Yeah.
You know, I know like the Christian world, church world, period. They so judgmental.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So
Toxic.
and I'm bold, but I'm like, they already finna be looking at me crazy. Like,
Yeah.
he tatted up, he this, he that.
Yep.
And I'm like, I ain't changing none of that, but can I go here and just chill with my homies? Or can I still chill in the hood with the boys? I got friends everywhere. I talk to junkies. Whatever, anybody, because I learn from these people. You know what I'm saying? The homeless man, the crackhead, these my partners, bro. I talk to these people anytime I can help them, I help them.
Yeah.
So they gonna judge me for still like, you know what I'm saying? Still embracing these people. And then I got to the point where I was like, man, I don't care what these people think. He know my heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely like, I'm socially responsible. My day-to-day walks. And outside of what any of y'all think, I got kids, bro. I'm a real role model to my children. You feel me? I get on my son by stepping in the road in the sidewalk right there. Like, I get on my kids by anything because y'all represent the last name.
Yeah.
So I never really cared what people thought. It's just like the legacy that I always try to protect. You know what I'm saying? Once I step out here, I'm serious about it. If I say I'm locking in with the big one, then I'm gonna be serious about it. I'm not finna be out here perpetrating.
Right.
So that's, I'm locked in on that, and I'm not gonna say it's easy because sometimes you fall victim to your old ways if you're not careful. But I've been blessed enough and granted and prayed on me enough for me to walk firm in what I believe in, and then when I get weak, I just find stuff to resort to. I do a lot of writing now. So
Seen that.
Yeah, instead of me getting weak and vulnerable and going out, nah, man, I'm gonna just get on that pad and I'm gonna just write my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And then that helps me a lot. So I don't put myself in situations to where I could be vulnerable. I know if I take a cup and I get drunk, I'm gonna fall victim to the devilish ways. So I don't even do that. I ain't kicking it with you. If I go out, I hit my wife. Hey, babe, you wanna go out to eat or something? You wanna whatever. Because it's a work in progress. You ain't nobody just snapping overnight. That's why you seeing these preachers that's been preaching 20, 30 years, and then overnight they get caught being gay or being with, like, that's why you
going crazy.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? No judge zone. You feel what I'm just saying? Like, that's why it happens like that, because it's so in the dark with it. I don't want, my life is Broad Street. anyway. I can't hide nothing. Yeah, I done tried it too, man. I done moved an hour away. I'm gonna run into somebody in Publix that know me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool. He done put that on me. Hey man, you gonna be my shining star. So you need to make sure you walk correct when you outside.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's deep. Yeah, that's dope.
So how do you find time to rest? Because I remember you was talking about it took you a couple years to take like a vacation. So a person in your position, how do you sit down and relax? Like what is it that makes you want to relax? Is it your family? Is it like, all right, I've done these goals here. I've created this business here. I'm gonna take X amount of time for myself. Like, what does that look like for you, just on a vacation mode?
This might not be healthy, but my vacation is just seeing my kids like do what they want to do. And I know like I got friends that want to agree like, nah, boy, you gotta throw everything down.
Yeah.
But my vacation is going to my son's basketball training.
Yeah, I see that a lot. Like,
Yeah.
fatherhood is like something that you value a lot.
That's
I
my
see.
vacation. I disconnect from the world. I put my phone on D&D and I take my daughter shopping. I go to my son's basketball games.
Where did that come from, though? Is it from your dad?
My dad very family oriented, but my mom is super like that's my dog. You feel me? Like she that one. She gonna make sure that I'm standing on morals. You know what I'm saying? But my family, my granddad, my aunties, my uncles, everybody around me is family oriented. So I don't really know what it's like to stand alone. You know what I'm saying? I always have somebody to fall on.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
To have a community within your family to
Yeah,
lean
for
on,
sure.
because a lot of
Real deal.
people they don't got that, and I feel like especially it's a luxury to have your mom and dad. You and Jacob, y'all both got like the same kind of similarities as far as having a mom and dad. And sometimes even if you have a mom and dad, some of them not even present. So it's just like you living in this world thinking that you have a mom and dad, but in actuality you just have your mom or you just have your dad.
For sure.
So with you having that aspect of having both your parents, does that kind of motivate you to speak on the youth that don't have that? Like, hey, like you gotta straighten up. Like I know you don't have a father figure, but I'm gonna take that as a mentor, as a brother, as an uncle, as a father figure. Like,
Yeah,
show
for
you the
sure.
road.
Because I even go further with even having kids by a woman that you'll be with forever. That's so important. Like my oldest son, I see like, he's a product of a broken home, and no matter how we try to flip it, that affects him because he can't wake up and see daddy every day. You know, so we can build ourselves like towards survival. Like we could do it without it, you know, whatever. The system ain't gonna work if you ain't in the household, bro. Boy, it take a cold one to come up out of that and say, man, I got all the tools that I need. So I try to instill in my younger G's, like, bro, just take your time. I had a kid when I was turning 18. I was a kid. So that was my experience kid. I didn't know. He was halfway to a teenager before it clicked. Like, oh, I supposed to be doing this? So I didn't know. But now, I know now with my son and my two daughters. So I go extra hard. But at my son, he'll be 17 this year. Just think about everything all the lessons that he missed along the way. You know what I'm saying? And now he'll get to he at that stage now to it's like, we kind of know everything.
Yeah.
So now I gotta wait a couple more years till you get a little mature, till you double back and say, dang, Dad, like I was tripping. Like,
Yeah.
and I gotta give you that space because I remember being 16, 17, doing it to my dad. So you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's tough, bro. It's tough, you know what I'm saying? But we live and we learn, you know what I'm saying? I love my children. And I know experience is gonna be the best teacher, but I wish that I could have been the best teacher for my big one.
And you talking like you in the dad mode, like
For sure.
a dad would say that.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
A dad would say that for sure. I like that.
Accountability, yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Talk about being a husband, like, because I got married 3 years ago, so for me it's still a learning process. It's still like figuring out this person, and this person changed every day. This person she's not the same person as she was like last year. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
talk about like that, and also the environment you come from too. because you from an environment where it's not praised to have one woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not looked up on as
Culture,
like
Yeah.
So talk about like just juggling just your surrounding, and then really just being bold and being probably like stand out in a way.
Yeah.
Like, talk about that.
So I mean, not only like our community, my family full of players. So I mean, for me, all my life, having multiple women was like normal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's from I can't till I start dating. I never really looked at it being a bad thing until I got with my wife. Because she taught me, like, you gotta treat people how you wanna be treated. Would you like me going out here?
Yeah.
You know, when it got broke down to me like that, I was like, oh nah, you ain't, you know, me and my wife been together like 12 years.
Wow.
This is my first year being married, though, you know, well, going on my second. But when I was like outside, she stuck with me. And she stuck with me for a purpose. She seen that I had like crazy potential, but being married. And for me, man, it's like that's the coolest thing. This is God coming down on earth, bro.
That's crazy.
Because nobody ever thought that I can get married,
Okay.
especially with the lifestyle that I was
Yeah,
living.
yeah.
So for me, I said, man, I want to be in the house with my kids. My daughter really did it to me. Sons, you know, you're going to love them and you're going to do what you do. But when your daughter in the house with you,
Yeah.
you can hang it up, bro. You know, so for me, it was a bit of a change coming from, man, when you single, bro, like we can get in an argument right now, we single. Like we together, but we not married.
Yeah.
And you mad at me, I'm mad at you, I could leave. I go get me a room or go to my dog house, go to my mom's house, whatever. But when you married, man, you better go in the other room or hit the couch. But boy, you not leaving this house, boy. You know what I'm saying? And I like that because she could be with anybody in the world that she would want to be with. My wife is beautiful. Like she got 3 kids, but if you look at her, you be like, she ain't got no 3 kids. So for her, it's like I could never size her. Like I'm the man. I know I'm the trophy, but you the trophy too.
Yeah.
I never let nobody play like I'm like she won. Nah, I won. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you don't always look at it like that when you in that world.
Yeah.
Because there's so many distractions. It's so many distractions out there, bro. So
Facts.
man, it's crazy, bro. And it's like the more that you try to do right, the more it's being thrown at you.
At you, yeah.
So you gotta be careful what you speak. Like, boy, I'm faithful, boy. I'm finna make sure. Well, he gonna send one at you, boy. He got tricks down there too.
Right. He do.
Yeah, he gonna send one at you. Let me see. Let me see
Yeah.
if he, you know what I'm saying. And that's been my biggest like I'm him.
Man, like when we talk about it, cause I'm gullible, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gullible. Like I'm gullible, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like I would literally set myself. Like I know my boys on that.
Yeah.
I remember one time, like last year we went to Vegas. Like I know.
Oh yeah.
I know what these niggas on,
Yeah,
but like I'm all around them
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like do you find yourself do that? Like you like, nah, I think I got it. Like I'm mentally strong.
Nah, my surroundings room for me like
Yeah.
like MLK parade.
Yeah.
They ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? All my boys, every last one of them, they so happy that I'm married.
Yeah.
And they could tell that it's genuine. So it ain't they live how they live. I got married friends, single friends, but my single friends, they don't even. Oh, well, we know Dell ain't. My friends
that's
call
good.
me Rev. They call me Rev, man.
Oh, that's your new name?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
man.
call me Rev. Anything they could be smoking. If I pull up and I get out, they is putting whatever they smoking
That's
out.
crazy.
It's a different level of
That's
respect.
definitely respect.
It's love.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But
My friend's gonna let me.
Nah, bro, because you know, me looking a certain type of way affects you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So they hold me to whatever I committed to. They was there.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Man.
I remember the day you got baptized, man.
For sure.
That was a remarkable moment, not just for yourself, but like for the community, like
Yes,
a
sir.
declaration,
Yes, sir.
like a step. So
sir.
what was that going into doing that? Like, what did that mean for you?
Getting baptized. I always felt like I was like covered, but getting baptized, that made me feel like if something were to happen today, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I needed that because prior to, it's like you always think you got the extra Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, I go to church next week. I go to church. So when I got baptized, I was like, I made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my kids covered, I'm covered. So, man, bro, people are leaving so young.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody, they wish that they had the next Sunday. Yeah. So that's like I felt like I crossed over. I promise. Like, I'm like, man, I felt like I made it. Like, I got my seat. That's how I felt. And now it's like I hold myself up to that. Like, no matter what happens, I got my seat. I'm straight.
Yeah.
And my kids, they got their seat. So
I love that. Yeah. I know you're a coach as well. And I want to know, how do you look for talent? Like, what's your scale? Like, is it that Kobe-esque vibes? Like, is it a student that's willing to put in the work? Like, what do you kind of look for as far as athletes?
I don't look for talent. I look for heart. I could teach you the 1-2 and the hezo and I could teach you all that, but I cannot teach heart. I look for killers. That's it. Anything else, I could take a football player and get him to do the job on the basketball court. So the talent, that takes you so far because you could be nice. But if you ain't got that 4-quarter dog mentality, I really can't use you because I kill. That's all I know is kill or be killed when we on the court. Yeah. So that mentality, it gotta be in you. It somewhere in you. If I see a spark of it, if I just see anything in you that tells me he's a killer, you made the team. I don't look for who can shoot the furthest and who can dribble the best. And of course you need little tools.
Yeah.
So I put little sprinkles in. But if I have 10 people on my team, 8 of them are killers. 2 of them are finesse. So that's the only way I can coach. I can't coach no other way because you're going to have to be able to receive my coaching style too.
Yeah.
I coach like a killer. So when it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's like I'm
horrible.
Man, it's like, man, Coach Dell be tripping. But it's to bring the best out of you. So a lot of my players, you'll have a lot of players that come out and they'll try for you, and half of them, they won't come to the second day because of how your delivery. It could be like if you play for me, you can never listen to how I say. You just gotta listen to what I say. Just understand what I'm saying. Be disciplined enough to just understand what I'm saying. And when you do good, man, ain't nobody getting you more flowers than me. Yeah. I'm big dog when it comes to flowers. I'm gonna praise you so much, boy. They gonna, man, he meat ride, Coach meat ride. That's me, bro. But when it's bad, I have to stop the leak. I gotta stop it immediately. And my way of stopping the leak is you might sit a game or two. You might have the teammates running the whole practice. We don't even touch a ball. If the leak is coming from you, I never penalize just you. I gotta penalize every soldier out here because it's gonna come from me getting on you to them checking you. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, bro. That's the name of the game. Like, you gotta have killers.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, why did you get into basketball, like coaching?
I had too much to offer to the game. I had way too much.
You said you played college.
Yeah, I had way too much to offer, and I didn't go as far as I needed. Basketball was me and my dad's therapy, so we played ball a lot together. So when he passed and stuff like that, I got a little older. I wasn't playing no more. But then I have kids of my own that's doing homework on you. Like, they want to know were you good or were you trash?
They gonna try you.
You know what I'm saying? So that alone started getting me back into it.
They try you yet?
My kids, they know what it is. But they done me telling my kids, me telling them that I'm good, that didn't do nothing for them. It took others that done played against me in school.
To let them know.
You know what I'm saying? Because my kids are very competitive. Like my son, both of my sons, they swear they just
nice.
They swear they just hot stuff. But my youngest son, he swear he just better than me right now. So he'll ask me, if you was in the 5th grade, you think you better than me in 5th grade? I'd be like, shit, like.
That's crazy because there was a clip where Melo was talking about that, where his son said, like, at his age right now, he would literally like Yeah, I'm up that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he feel like that.
he feel like that. He
feel
was
like
bold too. He was like, yeah, I'm better than my dad when
Right.
when he was 15. Yeah.
But you feel like that. But the only thing that talent wise, my fifth grader, he has more talent than I had in the fifth grade, right?
Okay.
But he would never beat me in a game because I'm willing to die by this.
That's that Kobe
That's
mentality.
that Kobe mentality.
You feel what I'm saying? There's nothing, we're going to fall out here. There's nothing that's going to happen. You need water. I don't need water. I'm drinking spit. I don't need it.
Yo, that's that dog
Yeah,
mentality.
like you got to have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing everything possible to win this game, and you making excuses. I can't breathe. My ankle hurt. I'm hurt after the game. So that's the difference between me and my kids is my upbringing with basketball is just totally different.
Yeah.
So
Where do you think you got that dog from? Like, like your dad probably, or yeah, just
my
yeah,
dad,
your dad,
my dad threw me out there early. With my dad was running at 55 playing rec league games. And
Oh yeah.
so my dad was a dog, but he threw me out there early and made me go get it. We didn't have trainers. We didn't have like all this stuff that these kids have now. We didn't have none of that. It was go to the park and I'm gonna pick you up on my team and you better go in or we're gonna be out here all night.
Yeah, grit.
Yeah, like that. So that's where I got that from. So when I got to high school, I didn't see nothing because, man, it was just on. I earned 2 scholarships in 1 year. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, dang, that was big for me back then because I came straight from street ball. They threw me on the varsity team, and I was able to go to college from that. You can't. My son got a trainer. He trained 3 days a week in the 5th grade. You ain't got no excuse not to be better than me. You should be better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just the mentality was different. But Pops definitely like instilled in me, not only through basketball. And everything you learn from the court, it transferred to my everyday life. That's why I'm so relentless. That's why you could throw me in the woods right now. I'm coming out. Like, it don't even matter. That's why I can quit doing something that I was doing for a decade and say I'm on to something new and I'm finna be the best at it.
Yeah.
I'm still defining my role at the church, at the job. I'm still defining what a youth director really is, but I'm going to be the creator. I'm going to be the pipeline. I'm going to show you. So 30 years from now, you can look back, do your homework, and say, this is what a youth director does.
Yeah.
We're creating it now. You know? I want to be that one. I want to be the book, the brochure. I'm going to show you how to be the best at this job.
Yeah.
So I make it hard for anybody that come behind me. They still ain't found a promoter for Beecham. You can't.
You right.
You feel what I'm saying?
You right.
I just need it. I need you to, when I leave a school, it's going to take.
You see the difference.
Yeah, it's going to take somebody. I played my son. I coached at Ocoee. Last year, I coached at Ocoee. I left Ocoee. I went to Oak Ridge.
Yeah.
My son went to Ocoee. We just played against Ocoee. I had to coach against my son.
That's crazy.
How'd that feel?
It felt like another game.
He got that dog, Jacob.
It felt like another game. It felt like that's what it was. It felt like another game. Yeah, just like that. And I'm hey man, it's gonna look real crazy. But just know I love you. But for the next 40 minutes, for the next 40 minutes,
We don't know each other.
it ain't nothing. I ain't blanked one time.
Dang.
Out there, boom. He thought he was ready for it. He dapped me up. He got a little me in him. He got DNA. So, all right. Now this is my AAU team that I'm playing against.
Yeah.
This is my whole team. I took a whole new group, and I'm gonna beat you at what I taught you. But I know everything that you don't know too.
Yeah.
You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. This is the time I'm gonna expose it. So my child, he's a starting point guard over there. And the whole game, I told the kids, if he go to the bathroom, you better go with him. When he check out the game, walk him to the bench. When he check in the game, meet him at the board. It's a mentality thing. And my son was better than everybody on my team. Talent-wise, nobody is better than him for talent-wise. But I'm going to win up here.
Yeah.
Because you so emotionally attached to this game of being your dad, when to me it's just an assignment.
Damn, that's that
crazy.
chess move right there.
That's it.
crazy.
But you got to have that. That comes from experience.
Yeah.
So now he'll know. Next time we ain't taking this so personal. This just, let me just stick to because hey man, he can't go left. Guard him. Make him go left. The entire time, make him go left. 94 feet by the time he get to half court, he going to be so tired he can't get a shot up. He the leading scorer on the team. So if he can't get a shot up, who else going to do it?
Grits, yeah.
Easy. So that's how I just dissected it real quick. Dissected it.
Diabolical right
Yeah,
there.
bro. That's it. But that's what it takes, though.
Yeah.
And that's gonna transfer to your everyday life.
Yeah.
This job fire you, bro. You gotta know you gotta get up in the morning. You gotta go fill out some more applications, bro. You feel me? They just had, they moved out the way. it's for a bigger purpose, bro. You might need to be a business owner. You never know. That car too small, bro. Go view the lots. Go to Mercedes, bro. Even if you can't afford it, just go look.
Yeah.
Just start manifesting your lifestyle. Ride through that neighborhood with them big houses. Even if you're in an apartment, it don't matter. Go do that. This is my life. I'm telling you my life. This is everything that I did. I'm manifesting everything. I'm in my music. I'm telling you, man, I got out of Benz. Man, I got to get in another Benz. No way. I'm in an apartment right now. I was in an apartment 9 years. Man, I got to get a crib. And when I get a crib, I'm going to get a big crib. I don't know how I'm going to get it, but it's already mine.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It just started happening.
Yeah.
That's it. So,
That's beautiful. Like, you think like what? Because you have a lot of titles, so it's like what do you find your most fulfillment in? Like, because you're a youth director, you a community activist, like, and you a coach. What do you find like? Okay, this is where I feel like I'm set to do. That's what God put me on earth to do.
I don't think they made a title for me yet, bro. Nah, bro, because I'm too good at a lot of things. So I honestly don't think that they came up with just something that's Dell. Because my title, it enhances so much. So if you say I'm a youth director, then what about this?
Yeah.
You say I'm a basketball coach, but what about that?
And I think another reason why that's hard to even answer to is because Jason Wilson also says it. Like, the moment that we define what a man is, he can never be anything else but that. Like,
that's it.
if we just call you cocky kind, that's all you can be to us.
That's it.
But you more than that. Like, a lot of times we kind of put ourselves in this position where we just a box of 24 colors. But God gave us a box of 64 where we can use
That's good.
all the colors. So I think that's an answer that you should never want to answer, because then you stuck in that.
I never knew how to answer it. I've been asked that question like forever. And I never, if you look at any interview I've ever done, they ask me that question, I don't know how to answer the question. Because it's so, we would need, okay, Dale, we're going to do part 2 next week to just get through all my stuff. And then I don't know. Because if I see something today, we in a real estate office, if I feel like I could do real estate tomorrow, I'm coming back here and I'm talking to the dude that run this building. That's just how I am.
You right here.
Yeah, bro. I'm serious. That's just how I am. I'm not afraid of nothing. And I'm not afraid to fail. So if I never ask him about real estate, I won't know what it's like anyway.
Right.
So but I guarantee if I come in here and ask some questions, I'm gonna leave with more information than I came with. So I'm cool with that. I'm okay with just I'll be the fool. You want me to be the fool? I'm cool. I'll come in here and take out the trash. I have no pride. But by the time I leave here, he gonna be saying, "Hey, Dale, we gotta open up another building over here by Millennia because it's getting too big, man. You bringing too many people in here."
Yeah.
I'm gonna show my worth when I walk in the building. But let me start from the bottom because I value every position. Every position. Without the janitor, this place ain't clean.
Yeah, facts.
Somebody got to come in here and make the tile look shiny like this. Somebody got to do that.
That's true.
And I'm okay with that. I know we got a pastor of a church. I'm not trying to be no pastor. Pastor is there for me to learn.
Yeah.
And I got a lane that he designated me to, you know what I'm saying? That's what people mess up at. They don't accept the lane. People get in the church and first thing they want to do is they want to
be the friend of center.
Hey, pastor, I got, the Lord done talked to me. I'm anointed. No, man. Be what you called to be. Be that. And that's me. I like to learn. Yeah, everywhere I go, I like to learn, and I ask questions. Yeah. I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I try anything.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
So Kobe was a favorite player? I see. Cause
I had some beef on that. That was crazy.
Yeah, because I see you kind of like adopted his mentality in a way, because he talked a lot about learning from people, learning from Jordan, learning from other greats,
right?
Magic, you know what I'm saying? To not only work on his game, but to work on him as a person, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I see that a lot in you. Yeah,
that's my guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, another question. First of all, I wanted to kind of thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I was reaching out to Fonzo. I was like, man, we got to get there. Because for some reason, I was just spending time on your page. It was like so inspiring. I was like, bro, I got to talk to this guy.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate
it. And then when you really, what got me was like when you won the NAASP, the
NAACP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rising Star Award. How did that feel, bro?
Oh man. I felt like I was a part of something like real good, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, because I don't look for recognition, bro.
Yeah.
Like people who don't know me or like never met me and stuff, their perception of me is the total opposite of who I am. So you would feel like I'd be infatuated with, like, I need flowers. Like, I don't, bro. I just like doing work.
Yeah.
I just like one-on-ones, and I like changing people's minds on life. Like, that's my flowers. I like to get kids that have no idea what they could become and like give them a mirror and watch them grow. And then start seeing that confidence. Like, I'm really him. That's my end goal for anything. So to receive a award like that, that was like, dang, somebody see that.
See
like,
it, yeah.
That's cool. You know what I'm
see
saying? That
And
was
you also won the humanitarian award too,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Same thing, bro.
Same thing. Okay.
Same feeling, man. It was my dad, bro. That's it. It's nothing that I'm doing is because of me. I'm not even driving the car. I promise you, I ain't driving the car, bro, because I would have been in drove like
Yeah.
Crashed out. Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, it's prayers, bro, from your ancestors. It's favor from God, bro, and it's my dad, bro. For sure.
Love that, man.
Oh, we got like 2 more questions.
For sure.
Yeah. So we typically ask our guests this. What is a question that you want to ask the next interview? As far as the person that we about to interview next, what would be a question that you have in mind that we could pass?
What's your purpose?
That's a big one. Gotta write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your purpose?
What's your purpose, bro?
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, what you doing it for, and whose lives you gonna change by doing it?
Yeah. That's major.
Yeah.
We can close out with our last question that we got that we always say.
Yeah. The check-in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we usually do a check-in with all our guests. So we go rate yourself from your mental, personal, and financial, and from 1 to 10. So we could go financial. Where you feel like you at?
I'm a 10. Ain't got no words.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to do with the money in the bank.
Yeah.
I ain't a 20 if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't no pressure, no worries, bro. He gonna make a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I love that. Yeah. Personal.
10. Yeah.
10.
Man, my life is beautiful, man. Bro, I wake up in the morning, I eat what I want to eat. My kids put on what they want to put on. I drive what I want to drive. What can I be complaining about? My mother is still here. I got a 95-year-old grandmother and a 97-year-old granddad.
Yeah, you blessed.
What can I complain about? I'm married. I just had a baby girl.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I seen that.
The refrigerator is full. My garage is full.
Yeah.
My kids ain't tripping. Why would I be mad?
That talk. That talk.
I don't have no reason. I got 3 jobs.
Yeah. It's crazy. Some people might have all that and still complaining.
Man, I am full of joy, bro. I don't have sad days. I wake up, what we listen to every day. I turn on? Gospel every day. I make my kids read a Bible verse every day before they get out the car. They ain't got to explain what they getting out of the verse. Man, I'm writing poems, bro. Man, sad people don't write poems.
At peace.
I'm at peace, bro.
At peace.
And bro, I'm not saying I got all the money in the world. It's man.
Yeah. I can feel the peace in you though.
Man, bro, more than half the world got more money than me, bro. Yeah. But boy, they ain't happy as I am, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't happy as I am, bro. They ain't happy as me. I bet that they ain't happy as me. Yeah. Cause man, I done survived the dark side, bro. Yeah. I done survived it. A lot of people get stuck on that side. Y'all got lights on me, but I had lights on me when I walked in here. I ain't need these lights. He got me. So what can I be complaining about?
It's big, yeah.
Sure.
And then mentally?
Oh, super. I can't encourage you if I ain't up. My job every day is to encourage somebody.
Yeah.
So if I ain't full, my cup ain't full, I can't pour into you. You know? So every day, my mental state is on. I'm sharp as a knife right now, but for sure.
Yeah. One more. I gotta ask this.
I'm with you.
Go ahead.
Who in the league reminds you of Kobe right now?
Nobody.
Oh, that's crazy. Not even Ant.
I thought he was gonna say Jason.
Nobody.
Not even Jason.
Nobody.
Really?
Nobody.
Like elaborate.
Nobody in the league has put an impression on me that I want to be like them.
Bronny's my favorite player.
Nobody.
I know you don't like Bron.
Hey,
Bronny's my favorite player.
But you grew up with Kobe.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you why Kobe Bryant, bro. They go deeper than basketball.
Yeah.
If a man can convince you that you could be better than what you are in life, not a basketball player. If he can convince you just by watching him to want to be the best version of yourself, man, you gotta analyze who you comparing this man to. LeBron ain't respect LeBron. He's a great dude. He does a lot of good stuff on and off the court.
Yeah.
But I ain't never looked at LeBron and said I want to be the best version of myself. Looking at him. I ain't never did that. Jason Tatum.
We got beef, bruh.
I ain't never did that. I'm just saying Kobe really made me think that I could fly. Yeah. For real.
Respect.
And me playing basketball, being so competitive, it was just to take his mentality and put it in myself. I'm like, man, I really got a connection with this dude. I really feel like I can't lose. To this day at 35, bro, I'm playing 18-year-olds at the park any given day. Like, man, y'all can't beat me.
Yeah.
And that's just it. I'm talking about I'm fading away like Kobe, everything. Like, whatever. I just wanted to be this man. So I never seen nobody else come after him. When Kobe died, I lost the love for basketball.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Like,
That was
that
deep.
day?
I remember the day me and my kids are walking in the movies, and the phone, breaking news, Kobe died. Right when we finna pay for the ticket, bro. I see this, Kobe died. We turn around, get back in the car, silent the whole way home. I'm pulling it up. When I was confirmed that he passed, I thought you would have thought I knew this man, bro. The way it hurt me. Like, it was this, my dad, Kobe. Like, it was like that. Like, it hurt like that. Because it's what he did for the culture. Like, he really he put it in people like, man, you could be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
It's a lot of good ball out there, though, but it'll never be another Kobe, bro. Nah, it'll never be another Kobe.
It's different.
We agree to disagree, you know what I'm saying?
I feel, I understand. I get it. Respectfully, I get it. I get it.
I love it. I love that conversation because I feel like that's gonna be a conversation to the end of time. Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, whoever's next up, those three guys are still gonna be in conversation.
I respect eras too, though. You know, like it's no Kobe without Jordan. So.
Well, how you feel? Because they don't put him in the GOAT conversation. I see, like, they always. When I hear,
because everybody in the air, like people, especially the younger generation, you ain't get to feel the impact. You get to feel the impact of LeBron, and you know everybody who right now. So you didn't feel that Jordan fans, a true Jordan fan, will go to war with you.
They'll die off a cliff.
Yeah, for real, because they felt the impact. So with me, I was a shorty, so I seen the Jordan era like with my dad on the back end, but I really didn't get to feel the Jordan era. But Kobe, I felt the whole. So I argue with whoever. Like, don't ask me who the greatest player in the world. I'm respecting Jordan to say, like, all right, okay, cool. But if we got to go like toe for toe, I'm gonna say Kobe. You feel what I'm saying? So, but I have my points. You'll have your points. And then we just gonna go all day.
All day.
Yeah, that's how it is. But LeBron don't even get mentioned.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he don't
That's
even
crazy.
get.
We had to have that conversation.
The highest scorer in the league.
You better get 40.
Come on, man.
That's cool though. When the league get a little softer, it's easier to score. I'm just.
We're gonna have to get another podcast.
We ain't gonna close out like that.
Hey.
We ain't gonna close out like that.
Hey.
Appreciate it. This is blasphemy. We love y'all. Appreciate you.
I'm just Jacob.
Yeah, for
Coach
sure,
Cherry.
And we are
OICO Crew.